Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man, and you know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so there's a rumor that's going around online right now, on everywhere. I mean, it's even on Facebook that Yella Beezy's cousin is responsible for the shooting death of Mo3. Now, everybody is up at arms, man. They're mad at Yella Beezy. They're talking a lot of mess. I mean, people are really upset about this situation. They're over there hoping that he gets arrested and apprehended or whatnot, or his cousin does, and they feel like he had something to do with it. But man, there's a big spin to this story, man. And I'm gonna give you guys all the specifics, but do me a favor, man. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and man, let's get it. Now, okay, man, since we got that done, let's get right to it. Okay, so there's a picture of a mugshot, and it's floating around, and everybody's posting it online in a lot of the chat rooms and on the forums and stuff, and they're saying, hey, man, this guy is Yella Beezy's cousin, and he is the guy who is responsible for the shooting death of Mo3. Now, I hate to break everybody's bubble, but that picture that's floating around of the guy with the face tattoos is not Yella Beezy's cousin, for what I know. I mean, he could be in some way related to Yella Beezy. I mean, I didn't do a DNA test, so I don't know that for a fact. But that mugshot in that picture is from a totally different situation, man. So hopefully, man, folks are not passing around information about a guy who has nothing to do with this. And I'll show you the actual mugshot where whoever started this got that mugshot. And it's from a Fox News story right here. Now, in the Fox News story, it clearly says in the heading, charges, fight turns deadly after man gets teased about his face tattoos. And then in the heading right here, it says Zenas Falcaron, I don't even know how to pronounce dude's name, has been charged with second-degree murder following a deadly assault. Now, this is a 32-year-old St. Paul man who was charged of allegedly committing a second-degree murder. You know what I mean? After attacking two people. And this story is from January of this year. And folks have taken that same mugshot, put a different name on it, and have been passing it out. Now, this is crazy. Now, I don't know if this guy right here, Mr. Farkerlon or whatever his name is in any way connected to Mo3 or Yella Beezy, but I just doubt it, man. I mean, you got to watch out with some of these weird, stories that pop up, especially when it's a conspiracy story. Now, the name that they gave was something totally different. So that doesn't mean that the name isn't correct. And I'm not going to put that out there. I'm not going to even say the name, because once you put a name and a picture together and I know that person is not who they have the name on, I'm not going to put the person's name out there because I don't know it for a fact. Once I get something official, then I'll say that, man, and we could do a video about it and start stirring up the pot and wondering about motive and stuff like that. But for the information that's floating out there right now with this, that took this mugshot from this story and this headline, it is 100% false. This story is this story. It has nothing to do with the Yella Beezy situation at all. That's why I didn't put this picture on the thumbnail, because, man, that it's not adding up already, man. And once you find a lie, man, what you got to do is you always got to keep on digging, because there's going to be more lies underneath that. And that picture's a fraud. Now, the name that they're passing out there, I don't know if that's Yella Beezy's cousin. I know the picture that's attached to it that's floating around the internet is not. And that's why I'm not showing that, man, because I'm not putting anybody in on these videos unless I specifically see an official source saying that they are the suspect. Now, could Yella Beezy's cousin be involved in this? Allegedly? Yeah. I mean, that's a possibility, but I mean, there is no proof to that. So anybody who's running with that story, man, they're yanking your chain. They're playing with you, man. And I don't know where it started and why they got that mugshot connected to it. Maybe because this gentleman looks, kind of menacing, man. He's got the face tattoos. He looks like somebody who might, have a couple bodies underneath him, I guess, or something like that. But, man, I would not believe that. And I'm not going to say that dude actually has any bodies on him either. But, man, I know these facts. They did release a picture today of the suspects and the vehicle. The license plate wasn't covered up, so you can clearly see there was a license plate there. There's cameras on the highway. One of those cameras are going to have a clear view of that license plate. So a suspect is definitely going to be found and come out. I just know that that picture right there that's floating around is some fake stuff. So don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. You know what I mean? Because just like Pop Smoke's investigation, it took a little while, man. It was a little time, man. But eventually, because there's a lot of factors going in. You got COVID going on. You got all sorts of stuff, election stuff, riots. You got all sorts of craziness going on right now. So it's just going to take some time. But man, with all that evidence, I mean, there isn't a picture of anybody's face or anything like that. Because in this picture, you can see that the gunmen, they covered up their face pretty well. They had on gloves. I mean, they did everything but cover up the license plate, as you saw, and the vehicle. I mean, the vehicle is easy to make out. In the news story, it said it was like a 2014 to 2015 Camaro, all black. You could see it. You know what I mean? You actually see it. And, that's not any kind of snitching or anything. That's what you can see with your own eyes from the picture that was released. Now, to be honest, man, I think, man, they're gonna close in on him quick. Now, will this be related to another rapper? I don't know. What y'all think, man? Do y'all think that the Yella Beezy thing with Mo3 was so deep that, man, there was definitely some get back that had to happen? Now, everybody knows the rumor. Everybody knows Yella Beezy was shot a couple of months back. Man, it's almost a year back now, right? And everybody knows that Yella Beezy was shot. Now, does everybody think that Mo3 really had something to do with it? Because Mo3's fought a couple of shooting cases on his own, man. He had one shooting case a couple years back that almost broke him. He even did interviews and talked about it, man, because he was just on his rise. And I think he said it cost him like $90,000 just to fight the case. And I mean, to put himself in that situation again over some rap beef just don't make no sense, man. But a lot of things in the rap game right now don't make sense. Now, Yella Beezy, man, his name should be clear until you get some clear-cut proof. And whoever his cousin is, and his cousin's name, which I don't know, he needs to be clear too. And people need to stop sharing that on the internet if they don't know for a fact that that dude in that picture and that name that they have are the real mugshot of the suspect. If there's an all bulletin that goes out, trust and believe, I'm going to see it. I'm going to find it. And I'm going to be like, oh, man, they got a suspect, man. And this dude, if that ends up being related to another rapper, then it is what it is. But for the time being, man, that's some fake fraud stuff that they putting out there. And don't fall for it, man. Because you fall for that, you fall for anything, man. Trust me, something real is going to be coming in the future. And when we find that out, we find that out. Now, with that, this been your boy Big Man. Please do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.